welcome to Shy Sense 773. Thank you so much for checking out my video. For those viewing my video for the first time, I just want to say welcome in. Thank you so much for viewing my video. If you could like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, I would truly appreciate it. For those that have been here the whole time and all of my new subscribers, I just want to say thank you so much for your likes, for your follows. They truly do go a long way. The comments are always great. Thank you so much for the positivity. I really do appreciate it. Today's video is a video that I wanted to do because I went to this place called AdoraOud. So AdoraOud is actually located in a mall front that I went to. I've been going to this mall for a while, but I happened to just kind of like run up on it. It was really dope, so I wanted to show you all a little bit of footage from the mall itself.
Dealing with trauma, I understand, is daunting. It's one of the hardest things a human being would have to go through because
So from the footage that you saw, the store is absolutely beautiful. They are still building the store out as well, so I'm sure by now there is, where you saw the curtains in the back, there's like lots of different oils or attars that they have that they've been selling as well. So the store itself is amazing. Had a chance to have a conversation with the owner, who his name is Muhammad or Mahmoud, however you want to say it, but super cool individual. I love the storefront. I love the store itself. I love the way that he talked about fragrances and how passionate he was about building this himself. So going in there, I purchased a few fragrances from him. Had to. I know that you can get some of these on the gray market, but sometimes it's always best to try to like keep some of these businesses actually going. So even if you purchase like one or two fragrances from a place and then, you know, purchase the other ones from the gray market, you can. I'm not trying to tell you how to spend your money. You know, you can spend your money however you want to do it, but I really had a good rapport with the owner, so I wanted to kind of purchase some things. So I purchased a few fragrances from this specific line, which is called Attar al Has. And these fragrances have been out, I know, since 2019 for some of them. And then I think a couple of others are from 2021. But I want to talk about them kind of in the order that I enjoyed them the most. So the first fragrance that I want to talk about is called Passion Oud. Excuse the bottle. The bottle is going to be like definitely a handprint magnet or a fingerprint magnet, but the bottle itself is really beautiful. It's a kind of it's a glassy type of look. It has some heft to it. The top itself has some heft to it as well. You can hold it from the top, but I wouldn't hold it from the top. But as you look at the top as well, there are some crystals here as well, and the sprayer itself is beautiful. But this fragrance is so magical to me because it has this initial sweet nuance. You can smell a bit of rosiness. There's a little bit of fruit, florals as well. And then even though it's not said in here, it smells like there's some sort of incense as well. This fragrance, I do have the notes for this. It includes the notes of blackcurrant syrup, rose, freesia, agarwood, patchouli, sandalwood, and vanilla. So this fragrance is definitely a unisex bomb. I absolutely love wearing this fragrance. I think it lasts at least 10 to 12 hours. It has a beautiful sillage as well. If you're in an environment where there's wind blowing or anything like that, you're having dinner outside and the wind is blowing or something like that, people are going to get wafts of this fragrance and it's going to drive them wild. So again, this one is Passion Oud. The next one that I want to talk about is going to be Kamuthraa. So Kamuthraa is a floral incensey type of fragrance. It has a bit of the fruitiness as well, but I know this because I wore this the other day and I was in love with the way it smelled. It's something about the jasmine that's in here that makes it super smooth. So this fragrance includes blackcurrant, pink pepper up top, jasmine, orange blossom, and rose, which is what I get a lot of. And then incense, patchouli, tonka bean, vanilla, and agarwood. This fragrance goes through many different levels as you're smelling it on skin. So in the dry down, you're going to get more of that incense, but in the beginning of the fragrance, it's going to be sweet from that blackcurrant syrup. And then in the mid, I get a lot of jasmine and orange blossom. So it's very floral. So if you're not into florals, definitely not a fragrance for you. But once it pushes out of that floral range, then you're going to get more into that incense and then that vanilla. And then the oud is very smooth. It's not a skanky oud by no means. But again, this one is Kamuthraa. And I would honestly say this is kind of a tie for number 2 because this fragrance I really enjoy a lot. And this one is ExQuisite. So ExQuisite has, it's kind of like it's a beautiful, sweet, and almost fragrance that reminds me of like a Boudicca the Victorious, where it's so smooth. And it almost kind of reminds me of Azarac, but it's not that at all. But it's just a very, very, very beautiful, smooth fragrance. It's Turkish delights, raspberries, candied fruits, pink grapefruit, cherry blossom, rose, dulce de leche, saffron, white musk, pistachio, woody notes, and then vanilla. I don't get the pistachio. The white musk in here is fire with the sweetness. And that's where I feel as though I get a lot of like Azarac, because Azarac from Boudicca the Victorious, if you've never smelled it before, has kind of this dry down where it's like clean. It almost smells like clean, I guess, like fragrant clothes that are hanging outside and the wind is blowing and the sun is on it, and you're getting kind of that fresh, clean linen type of smell. And that's what I feel with this fragrance. It's very beautiful, extremely inviting, perfect, very, very unisex. I feel like this smells wonderful on a woman as much as it smells on the man. Again, this one is ExQuisite. The next fragrance that I want to talk about is Spice Rose. Spice Rose doesn't have any rose in it that I can tell. So I've been trying to figure out exactly why they call it Spice Rose, because it's very citrus heavy. This one has like a lot of bergamot, I think. So yeah, so there's grapefruit, pink pepper, and bergamot in the top. Then sage is in the middle, and then patchouli, vetiver, cedar, and musk. There is a fragrance from, I'm trying to remember the name of the fragrance, but there is a fragrance that this is similar to in the top, and that's because of the bergamot. That citrus is very, very strong. I'll have to put that in the lines here, but I will tell you guys what that fragrance smells like. But ultimately, this one is a very, very good fragrance, super long lasting. I feel like I can smell this better than I can smell the other ones, but I still do enjoy this one very much so. Again, this one is the Spice Rose. And then finally, from this collection, the last one that I got was Metallic Oud. So Metallic Oud smells very floral to me, but there's saffron, pear, raspberry, lemon, orange, and then in the mid you're going to get rose, amber, pink pepper, violet, orange blossom, and then finally in the base you're going to get cedar, patchouli, vetiver, musk, and agarwood. I don't like this fragrance for the first 15 minutes, and then after 15 minutes I enjoy it, and that's because on my skin it leans very floral heavy. I get a lot of the violet, I get a lot of the rose, and the orange blossom kind of meshed together. It's not like it's a bad smell, but it's something that I don't necessarily enjoy in the beginning. But the mid and the dry down is where it's at, because for some reason that saffron hits, then you get the sweet notes as well, and then this fragrance starts to turn a lot more and becomes just like way better on skin. But again, this one is Metallic Oud. The next fragrances that I want to talk about are from a different part of their house. So this is from Aurora Scents, and Aurora Scents has some fire fragrances. I bought 2 of 4 of these different types of fragrances, but the first one that I'm going to talk about is Saffron Extrait. This one is so cool because it has like this globe thing going. It can be held from the cap, but this is an extremely heavy bottle, and it has a pressurized sprayer, but this fragrance is so fire. It is saffron and citrus mixed together, and it also smells like there's some leather in here. Super fire. That's what I get from my nose. But what you get from what they say in the notes is bergamot, cedar, and tangerine in the top. Then you're gonna get cedar, jasmine, and saffron. And then in the base, it's gonna be ambergris, musk, and oud. This fragrance, when I tell you, it is so good on skin. I love this fragrance. Definitely something that you want to check out, but I'm so happy that this is in my collection. Again, this one is Saffron Oud. The next one that I got is Royal Green. So Royal Green, just like the other one, but it doesn't spin as fast as the other one, which kind of noticed. That kind of sucked, but that's okay. Still has the same ambiance, but this one smells amazing. So again, pressurized sprayer, and I want to spray it too close because this one is strong, very incensey, sweet type of fragrance. So this one has a mix of lychee and saffron, and that alone just takes this over the top. So you get this sparkly, spicy type of smell with like the sweetness of the lychee, and then vanilla in the mid. So the mid has this beautiful sweetness that doesn't overly go too high, but also doesn't kind of go low. It kind of mellows out the fragrance a little bit. Then you get oak moss, labdanum, myrrh, and resins. Super beautiful in any type of cool weather. So anything that's under 70 degrees and a wind is blowing, fire. I've had people chase me down, ask me what this fragrance was. This one is beautiful. So for the people that just joined and are new subscribers, this is what that fragrance was. It's royal green. Finally, from this particular line, I got another fragrance, which this one is so cool. This one is called the Guardian of Heaven. So it comes with this extra cap. So you can take this off, and then it has like another smaller cap, but I wanted to put the horse cap on with this, and it comes with a whole bunch of different things with it as well. I think they have some beautiful boxes and how things come to you. But as I spray this one, and this one is super strong, just like the way that it's spraying as well, there's almost this, and excuse me, like I said, it's super strong, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of Gentle Fluidity, but just better. It's stronger, long lasting, sexy, has this minty sweetness to it. The notes for this is mandarin orange, bergamot, and grapefruit. Then you're going to get orris, lily of the valley, gardenia, rose, and jasmine. And then finally tonka, vetiver, and amber. I don't know if it's the mixture of the vetiver with maybe amber and bergamot and maybe the lily of the valley, but this doesn't smell like what it says on paper. You have to get your nose on this one. This fragrance is so beautiful. I wore this as my scent of the day today, and I got many compliments today on this one. So again, this is the Guardian of Heaven. The final three fragrances that I want to talk about are just kind of three fragrances that I went back and purchased. So the first one is this one that's called For Aroma. This one is a Iris Orris Balm, which is funny because I don't believe that those notes are actually in this fragrance. When I was looking this one up, this one is just super beautiful. It also stains your clothes as well, but if you're looking for something that, again, it will kind of take the place of any Iris or Orris heavy fragrance. Overall, this one is very, very beautiful. Don't spray it on anything that is a lighter type of clothing because it'll be blue. I have a lot of blue in a lot of my shirts now. So the final two that I want to talk about are Summer Oud. This one is so beautiful, especially at night. I like this on a cooler day because this one tends to get really loud. This one has the notes of cypriol, saffron, incense, and mandarin. Then you're going to get rose, amber, patchouli, cashmere wood, and caramel. And then finally in the base, you're going to get oud, accord. So I don't know if that's really oud or not. Musk, oak moss, vetiver, and leather. So there could, of course, there's always a lot of synthetics, but this one is blended so smoothly. I don't want to spray this in the air because I did this earlier today, sprayed it in the air just so I can get a whiff of it. I almost died. It choked me out. So it's very strong. It's like a sleeper strong. But again, this one is a very beautiful fragrance, especially for what it costs as well. So this one is Summer Oud. Out of both of these though, the one that I like the most is Ignite Oud. So Ignite Oud is it's a geranium leather mixture that makes this extremely sexy. When you put this on and the weather is a little bit cooler still, this fragrance is everything. So geranium leather up top, cedarwood and patchouli in the mid, Moss, musk, sandalwood, and amber. Sweet, sexy, very leathery, leans a little bit masculine, but stays in that unisex realm. I would say 59, or I would say 49, 51 masculine for this one. But ultimately, gorgeous fragrance. So this again is Ignite Oud. I just want to say thank you all so much for checking out my video. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna come out with some more videos as well. I've been super busy with work, and unfortunately I have to do a lot of video editing for work as well. But thank you so much again for watching. Have a blessed day and take care.